Roots of Intercultural Communication. This is Taylor. I'm going to be talking to you today about my time in Altensteig, Germany. I went to Germany in 2014, a senior in high school. It was awesome. This is the town we stayed in. This is Altensteig right here. It's small, but it was close to Stuttgart, so it's like an hour away from Stuttgart about. I'm going to be talking today kind of about some cultural differences, some things that if you were to travel to Germany you would notice right away. This first thing, food. Food in Germany is incredible. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner we had food, but for breakfast and dinner we had just simple meals that included like pretzels, wurst, cheese, which is Käse, mineral water. Your biggest meal in Germany is lunch. Lunch we had stuff like Maultaschen. It's basically comparable to our American dinner, so it's large in size and you get a lot of food. Maultaschen is German raviolis, but for breakfast and dinner we had kind of just easygoing meals like this, nothing too huge, but you got used to it after a while. I was hungry for quite a while, but yeah, like I say, you get used to it. The mineral water essentially is water that tastes like club soda. It's kind of gross after a while, but we mixed it with like orange juice. The biggest thing about food in Germany is that it's fresh. So on every street corner there's a bakery. Here's a bakery here. In Germany they're called Bäckereis. You'd go there to get bread, meat, anything you'd really want. It's on every street corner, so that was really cool. It was like a big mom and pop's vibe to the whole town. It was really fun because you go to the clerk and you'd say, "Hallo, kann ich habe ein Berliner," for example, and you'd get this big old jelly-filled donut. And I'd eat those all the time, and it was always fresh. It was right out of the oven every day. It was great. There weren't really any big Walmart type of stores, maybe like one in the whole city. For the most part, Germans like to get their food fresh, which is really cool. This next scene is a woman working the counter. So in Germany, people that work the counter sit, which is different. They have penny carts, so if you have a euro, you'll put your euro in a slot and you'll get your shopping cart out and you'll buy all your stuff, and then at the end of the trip you can put your shopping cart back and you'll get your money back. So that's kind of a cool way of doing it versus in America we have cart pushers. In Germany everybody gets around in a car, but they don't just start driving like we do here in America. They start out on scooters, and eventually you'll get to go on the Autobahn. By the end of it all, you'll spend approximately like 10,000 euros to get your license, and you'll start driving when you're 18. My host brother still wasn't driving, and he was 17 years old at the time. So that was a huge difference. Also, the German police, the Polizei, they don't really patrol like in America. They kind of just hang out and basically sit around. I don't really see them pulling people over in the town or in the big cities much. So driving over there is a lot different. Also, gas prices are really high, and the speed limit is insanely fast. It's really cool. This is Hohenzollernberg. In Germany, the coolest thing about Germany is definitely architecture. They have castles, so in German language, the word Berg is castle. This came from a time of nobility. So during a war, war is der Krieg. During a Krieg, they would have the castles built on a big hill or a mound of some kind, so it would make it harder for the enemy to attack. They would have archers, random defenses to stop incoming attacks. It was really cool. So this is Hohenzollernberg. The front of it, as you can see, there's two pillars. It's like something out of a storybook from when we were little. Inside they had silver dishes, stained glass windows, gold plates. I mean, it was just insane, the stuff that they had in here. You could also get cool souvenirs to take home, although if you got caught stealing one of the gold plates, you'd probably be prosecuted as such. Another thing about Germany is it's rich in World War II history. This is Dachau. This is a concentration camp during World War II that we got to see. At the beginning of this, when we went in, the gate said Arbeit macht frei. That means you will work and you will be freed. As we all know, that was a big lie. For better or for worse, this history is worth learning because it's something that we don't have in America, and it's very catastrophic to German culture. Another thing about Germany is sports. So sport class was gym class. We play handball. There wasn't a fat, overweight person in Germany. It was the weirdest thing coming from America, going to Europe. You would not see overweight people. Everybody was skin and bones. So that was huge difference. So yeah, we play handball. It's basically basketball mixed with soccer. Speaking of soccer, here's a game we saw in Stuttgart. Over there it's called Fußball. So it was Stuttgart versus Dortmund. As you can see, there's flags and there's thousands and thousands of people shouting chants back and forth. So when one team would score, they'd shout, Scheiße, 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 Bay for Bay. That means shit, 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 we will never join your team. So every time they'd make a goal, they would chant that back and forth, each side, Dortmund versus Stuttgart. And it was so incredible, the atmosphere in there. Sports are taken very seriously, and it was really cool to see that. This last picture is symbolizing just kind of the friendships that I made. I still talk to my host brother Alex. It's been 3 years and I still am in communication with him. They take relationships very serious, and if you guys would ever like to go to Germany, that's something that you can expect. Thank you for watching, and hope you visit Germany.